Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is doubling down on his demand to be included in peace negotiations between Russia and the United States. Zelenskyy emphasized that a ceasefire must be the top priority, and any talks involving the future of Ukraine must include Ukraine itself. In a clear message, he called for a trilateral meeting between himself, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and US President Donald Trump. Zelenskyy also questioned Putin's sincerity, casting doubt on the Russian leader's commitment to peace, and called for tougher sanctions on Moscow.
Готувати тристоронній формат розмови. Має бути припинення вогню, номер 1. Мають бути гарантії безпеки дійсно надійні.
In his X post, Zelenskyy mentioned, "We share a common understanding. As long as Russia takes no steps toward peace, we must continue to exert pressure on it and strengthen support for Ukraine. This is very important. I sincerely value all of Germany's assistance and our relations, which deliver real results for protecting lives." European leaders appear to stand firmly behind Zelenskyy. French President Emmanuel Macron said Ukraine must be at the table and claimed Trump is willing to fight for a trilateral format. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, and EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen all reaffirmed their unwavering support for Kyiv.
Firstly, and obviously, there can be no negotiations about Ukraine without Ukraine. And that's been a long-standing principle of this group. And I know Volodymyr is on the call and will be absolutely clear in relation to that. And along with that, that international borders cannot be and must not be changed by force. And again, that's a long-standing principle of this group. And alongside that, that any talk about borders, diplomacy, ceasefire has to sit alongside a robust and credible security guarantee to ensure that any peace, if there is peace, is lasting peace, and that Ukraine can defend its territorial integrity as part of any deal. And that's why this group was set up. That's why it's important we've all made the commitments that we have. It is important to remind colleagues that we do stand ready also to increase pressure on Russia, particularly the economy, with sanctions and wider measures as may be necessary. You can see the effect of those measures already, and we in the UK are preparing our next package of strong sanctions in that regard. So I think it's important that we all continue to work alongside President Trump, alongside President Zelenskyy, and for a just and lasting peace in Ukraine.
Finnish President Alexander Stubb described the coming weeks as decisive in shaping Ukraine's future following the latest virtual talks. Poland echoed that stance, stating Ukraine must be part of any resolution. A top advisor to the Polish president said only tough, concrete action can stop Russia, and warned against allowing Moscow to redefine European borders. Currently, Russia controls about 19% of Ukrainian territory, mostly in the Donetsk region. The war has already displaced over 5.6 million people, according to the UN. As pressure mounts, both politically and on the battlefield, Ukraine's allies are drawing a clear red line: no peace deal without Ukraine at the table. Whether or not President Trump agrees to a trilateral meeting with Zelenskyy and Putin could determine the course of the conflict in the coming months. The message from Europe is unified: Ukraine's future must not be negotiated without Ukraine.